Well, hello there. Welcome to a Tasted Tuesday edition of the show about food and fun places and the mayhem of life. And oh, grab your long underwear, boys and girls. Get your extension cord ready to go. Man, old man Winter's giving us a smack in the face. Mother Nature not happy this morning. Oh, it feels like minus 33. Oh, might even have a hard time starting the car this morning if it wasn't plugged in. Remember that sound? Oh, that's the sound I made when I got out of bed this morning. Hey, welcome to the Beach Bunker. Happy Tuesday to you. Hope you had a great start to your week. And if you're stressed out, if you're thinking, this is all too much. I've got no money. I've got no energy. I've got no time. How is this going to happen? Just think to yourself. Just pause. Breathe deeply. And remember that today is the 26th of November, which means 1 month from today, Boxing Day. You can just picture it in your mind. 1 month from today is Boxing Day. All the madness, all the stress will just melt away. It'll all be over 1 month from today. It will all be done. Now, that is kind of sad news for those who are super excited about the holiday season, but no matter what side of the Christmas fence you're on, nobody likes this cold. Let's just get right outside because it is bad. It is really cold. Coldest day of the year so far. We do have Mountain View School Division buses not running today. Schools are open, but Mountain View School Division, no buses for you. We can't start them. We can't start no precipitation on the radar. That's good. So the good news, the glass half full, is that we've got good driving conditions. Roads are looking good. It's the damn cold. Wow, minus 19 is where we start our day. Minus 19. That's at the Beach Bunker at the airport. It's always just a little bit cooler. Actually, they're at minus 23. Feels like minus 35 now. It's 33 just before I got the show going. It feels like minus 35. Oh, God, that hurts to say, let alone be out in it, for God's sake. Why are we here? What's going on? And look at this. All our cameras are working this morning. 10 South is just getting fired up here, but we've got a look at Moon Lake through the park. Trans-Canada Highway looking good in both directions. We've had highway crews out and about taking care of business. On the major routes, some of the secondary routes still a little bit icy. I know that Quentin was out and about on 10 yesterday, and up around Forest said things were still a little bit icy. And actually, in town at times, side streets are still quite icy because they haven't been able to get out there yet. And we had the rain and the snow on top of it. It's slippery under there. So, I mean, this is it. We're into the thick of winter now. We've been spoiled so long in November, it is time to pay the piper, as they say. It's time to pay the piper. I don't like paying the piper. Oh, man, how long is this going to last? How long? That's a question. How long is this cold going to last, Tyler? I say April the 16th. By April the 16th, we should be out of this. We only have 6 months to go. That's okay. We've got beach time for you. I have a beach chair. Beach bunker's nice and warm. The beach house got lots of room for you. I got a beach chair here for you. Hey, we're ready for the beach. While the rest of the world is fighting the cold and fighting the snow, you are enjoying beach time on the only show on the planet that is defying logic in every way possible. In the middle of North America, where there's not one little bit of salt water, we are about as far from salt water as anybody could be. And we're about as far away from a warm sun as anyone could be. We are here to provide some beach time for you. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil is where we're going to go today. That's coming up a little bit later. So how do we compare to everybody else? This is how things are looking across the continent this morning as, we're getting the brunt of it here. Southwestern Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, really cold. Oof. That is the actual temperature this morning. And again, temperatures in the range of minus 20, minus 30, and with the wind chill, minus 35. Not great. Let's pull the wind chill map up. This is a bit painful to start the day. Yeah, those dark reds. We already knew that. So be prepared. And this is the time of year where your vehicle likes to give you all kinds of grief, doesn't it? It likes to not work properly. It likes to, hey, wait a second. There's a funny noise coming from the back passenger side by that wheel. What the hell is going on? Oh, and there's a clunk in the front on this one side. Oh, man. So your auto mechanic is going to be a very busy place to be over the next little while. And hopefully you had your car plugged in last night or properly stowed away in a nice, toasty, warm garage. If you didn't, you may have some challenges this morning, and I apologize for that. Hope all is good. Let's say good morning to some of our folks in chat this morning as we get going on your Tuesday. Good morning, Sunseekers. Happy Tuesday. Tasted Tuesday. Swiss chocolate on the menu today. That is what's going to lift my spirits and my taste buds. Oh, Swiss chocolate. Swiss truffles with chocolate. Oh, man. Gotta love Tasted Tuesday with Co-ops of West, man. And that's coming up on the show. Let's see who we've got to say hello to in chat. And please stay warm. We're borderline on the dangerous cold, so it's important to be warm, right? Just as nature intended, not up here in the frozen tundra wasteland. Tosh is here this morning on Twitch. Good morning, Tosh. And MJ and Road Reverend Cheryl's in on Twitch, too, along with Lindy, balancing her checkbook. She's checking her list and checking it twice to make sure she's not spending too much on rice. She's Lindy Lux, and she's checking her checkbook. Hope it's all balancing out for you. We're early into the season. If it's not balancing out right now, I guess you still have time. You still have time to compensate. MJ's here on Twitch. Good morning, MJ, as is Zumba Bernice, and then MJ's got the emojis on there. Nicholas is joining us on TikTok this morning. Joyce is here on TikTok along with Penny and Sapphire and Barney. Good morning to you on TikTok. Quentin is here on Twitch to go brrr, along with Polar Bear and Keeping the Pink brrr. Lots of R's. Just hold it down. Hold down the key. Brrr. Just like your car. KDD 4380 is here on Twitch. Good morning, Greg. Greg is here on Twitch. Good morning. Good to see you, pal. Cindy is here too. Quentin, is my chat working? I see you. I see you. I see you. Jody is here on Facebook. Keeping the Pink. I read earlier this morning, and I got to agree, there is no bad weather, just bad clothing choices. Now, let me introduce you to a thing called lung underwear. Oh, God. Isn't long underwear the worst? Now, long underwear keeps you warm. And I knew a guy that wore long underwear in the summertime, and he swore by it. He said long underwear keeps you cool in the summertime. I don't want anything to do with long underwear. I you know what? Because that's where my red line is. I will freeze to death in the frozen tundra before the long underwear goes on. That's just not going to happen. Borrowed Bean is here on Twitch. Good morning. Oy, oy. Man, and Quentin's frying up some meat this morning. I can smell it all the way over here. Delivery is encouraged. Dawn is here on TikTok. Jordan is here on TikTok too. Good morning to you. Good morning. Mavis is here on Facebook. Good morning. Nick is here on Facebook too. Lots of burrs. It's terrible. It's awful. You know, we'll get to the beach. We'll get to the beach. I promise. Beach time is coming. And let's crank the heat. Let's get the coffee going. Let's. It should be something warm for Taste of Tuesday. Oh, well, we didn't know it was going to be quite this cold. Now, I told you last week, remember, that was the instructions, was to go hunting for the extension cord. Because I know how it works in my household. If somebody is not warning me, I always say, I need a week. Okay, cold weather's coming, you got a week to find the cord. Because it would normally be, holy shit, oh my God, I forgot to plug the car in. Nobody told me it was going to be cold. Oh my gosh, you get out there, it doesn't go. Okay, for tomorrow, I'll do better. Where's the extension cords? We've used them all to plug in the Christmas lights. So unplug the Christmas lights, and plug them into the car so the car becomes part of our Christmas display. Cindy says highways around here were closed for a little bit while yesterday. It's still very icy. Open now. Yeah, up north of the Parkland, that'd be the Mountain View School Division. Just a reminder, if you're just lurking in Mountain View School Division, your buses are not running today. It's the only division that we know of that does not have buses running. I think this is the last of the remnants of the storm from last week. Loretta Hollahan is here on Facebook. Good morning to you, Loretta. MJ says Sunday's December 1st. Isn't that crazy? This is it. Final few days of November, and now we feel it. Now we feel it. I need a beach couch and a beach blankie. That's actually a good merch idea. A beach blankie. Good morning, Rhonda. Rhonda's here to say hello. Good morning. Bundle up. It is cold. Val Horn's here on Facebook. Loretta. Only one will be happy for the weather is Hydro. Yeah. I try not to think about that. I try to think happy thoughts. Michael, Tammy on TikTok. Good morning. I think happy, warm thoughts. You are correct. Hydro bills are coming. Credit card bills are coming. You know what, though? Nice part about a Canada Post strike, though, is I still am one of those people that get their bills by mail. And, it's like, I guess right now I don't have many bills coming in. I don't have any checks coming in either. I'm paid by check, so if the stream goes down inadvertently, midweek next week and never comes back again to be seen or heard, you'll know that, I've cashed the last check in my reserves. And the postal strike has closed me down. I got no money to pay the hydro bill, so they'll shut it off. And here we are, midway through. Down she goes. Hi, Heather. Oh, that's very kind. That's very kind, Heather. Are you just coming by for the first time? Good morning. Stay warm, Heather, on TikTok. Koenig Stowe is here, and Richard is here, too, on Facebook. We are Cheesecake Buddies. Yeah, it's Cake Day today. Happy Cake Day. Do you like cake? What's the best cake? We're going to talk about that this morning. Also, the Menendez brothers will not find a holiday out of jail. They will be staying in jail. And we're also going to talk a little bit about Christmas cards. Christmas traditions in general that we used to do, they're no longer there. And this is brought about by Christmas cards. I think we may, for the first time since I got married, we're not going to do Christmas cards this year. This is kind of makes me sad. That was my project. I always did that. And I think with the strike and the cost of everything, it's just like, you know what? I think this might be the year. Molly's here. Good morning. More burrs. Angela Damaris. Good morning, Sun Seekers. Ooh. Nick says if it were up to Tyler, it'd be shorts and sandals year round. Nick, I love that you know that about me. That's it. That's the key to. And I'm in shorts and sandals right now. You got to be in shorts and sandals. Oh, long underwear? No way. No way. Oh, no. MJ says sliding door on the van won't open. Oh, yeah. Got to get it warmed up. Here we go with the clunks and the clinks of the cold weather. What did I say? Hey, it's just if you can get it in the garage, take it to the car wash. Car wash might help it out a little bit. Lillian is here on Facebook. Good morning, Lillian. And Janine Fleury-Urbanovich is here too, and Ryan is here this morning as well. Let's get to Good Thing. Good morning. We'll continue to welcome you aboard. Oh, my gosh. Amber, thank you for the hearts. Amber of Light, good to see you this morning. And Michael Katz on TikTok. We're going to do yesterday's good thing. We like to start with a little bit of positivity. Yesterday's good thing. And it could be big, could be small. We can start with mine. I was over with my friends at Tim Hortons yesterday. They were having their special employee holiday celebration, and I got to be pulling names out of their draw drum to award prizes to their staff members. It's a 2-night thing, and I think tonight is night 2, and it is so much fun giving away flat screen TVs and air fryers and what else they got? iPads and e-bikes and all these. And the staff at Tim Hortons, it was just so exciting. I said to Rhonda, it was like a game show. It's like I was in the middle of a game show because you're like, this is the person that wins. Come on down. And they're like, well, I just want a flat screen TV. This little person comes running up. It's a 54-incher, so it's big. And this tiny person has won a big television. It's like somebody hold on to the one side because it's like, whoa, try to carry a TV back to your chair. Good stuff. So it was a lot of fun. It's always fun giving stuff away. The only thing better than giving stuff away is winning stuff, but sometimes it's almost as fun giving this stuff away. And especially when it's not my stuff. I'm not, paying the bill. I'm just awarding the prizes. I'm pretending I'm Bob Barker. A very plump Bob Barker, but we had fun. Okay, so what is your good thing from yesterday? What happened yesterday that was good? Something good that happened yesterday. Something good. The sun came out for a little bit yesterday. That was kind of nice. There wasn't a whole lot of heat to it. Oh, another good thing. I taught my daughter the hot water bottle trick with your window. She was having a hard time scraping her windshield. There was thick ice on there still. And you've probably seen this. TikTok's not the only place for hacks. I can share some hacks with you, too. You take a Ziploc bag, a thick Ziploc bag, and one that does not have any holes, or this doesn't work. And you fill it full of hot water from the tap. And you put it in the Ziploc bag, and you go out to your car, and you just take the Ziploc bag, roughly this big, like this, and you put it on the windshield of your car. You just let it sit there. You hold it there with your gloved hand. And it just let nature do its thing because you've got hot water in the bag and it instantly melts the ice. Then you slowly move it around and it melts more and it melts more. No more elbow grease. You just simply move it slowly, let it do its job to kind of melt the ice on the windshield. And she was impressed. I love being able to teach the kids useless stuff. Cindy's GT, we bought a quad with a blade. Oh, push snow for a couple hours. Kind of fun. So you got a toy that's useful. How delightful. Sounds like a nice toy to be running around. Now you're praying for snow. It's like when you got to do it by hand, it's like, oh, God, it's snowing again. Then you get a new snow blower or a new plow. You're like, yes, I get to go out and play. GT from yesterday for keeping the pink. Found my lock de-icer to get out through the garage door and applied to the front door. Yippee! It worked. That gets a winner's bell. Last week, Libby, once again with the Aztec, could not get in because her doors were frozen. And all four doors, beyond frozen. I thought that we were wailing on the door handle so hard, I thought that we broke it. And so she had to go in through the back hatch where you would normally attach the camper to those old Aztecs. So we opened the back hatch of the Aztec, and she climbed in to the front seat of the car, started the car, and still could not open the doors. It had to sit there for like over an hour with the heater blowing. Then we moved it into the garage. Then it finally let go. But damn, I know that's good that you got the lock de-icer. It can be a struggle sometimes. And looks like you got her done, so that's good. Come on, guys. Come on. Only a couple of good things yesterday. Doesn't have to be big. I know we're into a time of year. I was talking to somebody yesterday about how, this is going to be a challenging December. But it doesn't have to be for us because we just got to keep a positive mindset. We have to stay positive, guys. There's so much garbage going on. There's more garbage coming down the pike. It's tough times. We're going to do it. We're going to get through this together. We're just going to latch on to the positive stuff. We're just going to latch on to it kind of like our water wings at the pool. Even though those water wings are technically not a life-saving device, they're a lot of fun and they hold you up. They'll hold you up just as good. They'll hold you up. And you've always got Bailey's. Although Bailey's doesn't have booze at Tim Hortons, the Bailey's is back. Bailey's infused donuts, pastry items, and of course the delicious hot and cold beverages with Bailey's in them. It is so good and so realistic, you'll ask for a designated driver even though there's no booze. It is that good. That's how I tell people about the Bailey's beverages and food at Tim Hortons. It's like you need a designated driver, but really you don't. It is so close to the real thing. Again, only for a limited time, and the $3 breakfast sandwiches are back at Tim Hortons. With the purchase of any hot or cold beverage, get your bacon and cheese, get your egg and cheese and sausage and cheese. Again, for just $3 at Tim Hortons, the best deal in breakfast. You've always got time for Tim's in Brandon, Verdun, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. And it's better than Black Friday at Leon's Furniture Superstore, 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon. Leon's is your headquarters for great deals on furniture, appliances, and electronics, and, of course, the holiday price guarantee. So if you make a purchase in-store at Leon's or even online between now and the end of the year and the price goes down, you're like, oh, man, I already bought one of those, and I might have paid a little bit more. Don't worry about it. They will refund you the difference, including on Black Friday and Boxing Day at Leon's. Big sale right now on flat screen TVs, dining room sets, 65-inch 4K for $649. 5-piece dining set. It's called the Darren, on for $499. The Haven Power reclining sofa, $1299. And other than the taxes and the fees, don't pay till 2026 at leons.ca. And again, 3635 Victoria Avenue. And our friends at EPLA Office, also sponsors of the Tyler Glen Show. They're your legal friends for real estate, for wills, for corporate law. They have got the toastiest offices in all of Manitoba. It's by design. They like to have it warm and toasty over at EPLA Office. And you can go see them, get your will redone. You can make some business adjustments with corporate law papers, or you can buy or sell real estate using their services at EPLA Office, where they believe in forming lasting relationships while taking care of your legal needs. At 642 18th Street, Unit A, across from the RBC on 18th Street. I cannot believe how slow it is for yesterday's good thing. After a weekend of the Santa Claus parade, I think a weekend of tremendous Christmas baking, I think Monday turned into, let's just eat all our Christmas baking that we made on the weekend. That's a good thing. You could say, hey, all that Christmas baking I made on the weekend, I ate it all. We got nothing. Okay. All right. That's not true. You were awake for how many hours yesterday? What, 4, 5 hours? Wouldn't that be nice? Let's wait for 4 hours. Back into the nice, comfy, cozy blankies. I mean, something good had to happen to you yesterday. KDD 4380 says, I thought I had an electrical issue last night, but got it cleared up without having to call the electrician. Oh, isn't that great? That is great. That's like me with the check engine light. When the check engine light comes on, I found black electrical tape. Now, if you take a piece of black electrical tape and you're able to cut a 1-inch section of it and put it over the check engine light portion of your dashboard, it's fixed without having to call a mechanic. There you go. Whoa. See? This has been Fixing Your Car with Tyler, a regular monthly feature that is not insured by anybody because it's bull. Koenig Stowe GT had coffee and a visit with my sister-in-law. There we go. Little things. So, okay, that's good. We've got some good things. Now, thank you, and go through your day today. It's a tough morning. Your good thing should at least be some beach time with me. Not everybody's allowed to use that in our little game, but we get beach time. That's kind of nice. Oh, and Rio is nice. Although it's a little too busy for Cindy. Cindy says, too much traffic for me. But, that can happen. That can happen. It can get busy. I think they've got they must have something going on today down there. It's pretty slammed down there today. We're going to get some beach time in. Oh, yeah. What do you say? Oh, does anybody work there? Does anybody work in Brazil? Seriously, you guys. God, everybody is at the beach today. We need to get jobs in Brazil oh my God. Oh, wow. Food and fun places in Mayhem. It's cold outside, but it is warm inside in the beach bunker. You are locked on to the Tyler Glen Show, Sunseekers. Thank you for being here. We'll be back in a second. Can you imagine trying to find parking in here? Where the hell do you park? Oh, man, this is must be morning rush hour traffic in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The Copacabana, where the traffic's really heavy, but the beach is really light. As far as sand goes, it's just like powder. Oh, yeah. And I've got a few extra beach chairs if you want one. If you want a beach chair. Nice and warm, 27 degrees already. Just, could just feel that ocean air coming in onto the sand. The heat baking your bones. Oh, yeah. Just picture it. Picture it. That kind of heat that makes you think to yourself, oh, God, I need air conditioning. It's just too hot. It's just too hot. But then, it's just like your prayers have been answered. This is it. Nature's saying, hey, don't worry. I got air conditioning for you. How you like this? Minus 19, making it feel like minus 28. That's at the beach bunker. At the airport, it's a little bit worse, Sunseekers. Sorry about that. Minus 23 feels like minus 33. The forecast calling for increasing cloud this morning and wind chill steady around minus 20 to minus 30 throughout the day. And yes, there is a risk of frostbite. And we'll see some snow flurry action tonight and even into tomorrow. And these temperatures not moderating at all. In fact, by Thursday and Friday, we'll see our first overnight low in the minus 30s. So we're getting into it as we round out the end of November and welcome in December. I wish I could say that there is a little bit of relief in sight, but I don't see any. So let's just hunker down and turn up the heat and turn up the beach tunes. Hey, the Beach Boys are going on tour. If you're a fan of the Beach Boys, surf, surf, surf and safari, gonna surf, surf and a surf and safari. Beach Boys are going on tour in 2025, and they'll have a stop in Winnipeg at the end of March. Tickets will go on sale this Friday. So if you're a fan of the Beach Boys, wow. I think they're the oldest band to still be touring right now. Jeez. That'll give you some warm thoughts. Let's go surfing now. Everybody's doing it now. Come on a safari with me. Okay, that is our temperature map compared to everybody else. Here's our wind chill, and then let's get you into the beach bunker and get to our big story of the day. Big story of the day is Christmas cards. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We got a Christmas card. It's Sam and Jenny. Oh, my God. Look at this. It's Sam and Jenny. We got their card. Oh, look at the kids. Look at how big the kids have gotten. This is so great. Happy holiday, Sam and Jenny and the kids. And then there's the dog. Oh, I think a cat was doing a little bit of photobombing in the back there. That's how it used to be. Go to the mailbox at this time of year, and 11 months of the year coming in the mail is bills. Maybe you get the occasional check. Maybe you get a government handout of some kind. But in the month, at least in our household, in the month of December, when you go to the mailbox and you get that big stack of envelopes, it was usually a pretty happy thing. We'd crack them open and we'd see pictures of folks we hadn't seen in quite some time. Even though we have Facebook, I don't know, there's just something nice, something tangible about being able to get the Christmas card. And you could see that people had taken some time and attention in designing it and sending it off to some type of photo developing place, whether it be locally or online, and getting a nice Christmas card done. Are those going to be over as of this year? The Canada Post strike, they can't come up with an agreement. It is not looking good. So will this be the death of Christmas cards? I'd like to know, are you still, up until recently, were you sending Christmas cards? Were you doing the Christmas card game? And how many Christmas cards would you send out? Have you seen a like a drop in the number of Christmas cards that you have sent out over the years? Have you sent more Christmas cards than you normally do? I would like to know. Lori says, I'm still sending Christmas cards. I would like to send Christmas cards, but the list does get smaller and smaller every year. It's one tradition that I will do until I can't do it anymore. And Leanne not only liked it, but agrees as well. Very passionate about the Christmas cards. Keeping the Pink says, yep, Christmas cards, the good old days, the good old days. Although, I mean, you got Shutterfly, Vistaprint, all these companies came along, and they kind of reinvigorated the Christmas card when they allowed you to personalize them and put pictures on them. And when our kids were small and we were traveling a lot and we had money and the world was normal and the economy operated as it should and life was generally pretty good, we would actually have some activities where we would take proof in the form of pictures and put them on a so-said credit card. On a credit card. Well, that too. On the Christmas card. And then we'd send it out. So it was kind of like, remember the letters that people used to do in the 80s? Well, it's been a busy year. Let's start with my son Arnold, who graduated at the top of his class and is now in Princeton. He is studying to be a lawyer. He's such a funny guy. It was so great last Christmas. We were still cleaning up after he bought us a Cadillac CR-V for Christmas and our 30th wedding anniversary together. He's such a good boy. As for my daughter, she has discovered the cure for cancer working at the Mayo Clinic. Yes, and she's also married a Hollywood movie star. The two try to make ends meet and try to find time for each other, blah, 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 blah. The pictures, the Christmas card pictures were able to encompass all the activity without the BS that came in that big letter. And I think Facebook, that's one of the good things about Facebook. It took the Christmas letter that was kind of god-awful and smashed it into a million pieces, and now the god-awfulness comes to us in small doses. I got this. I bought a new car. I got this. I bought that. I went here. I did that. I'm such a loser. You know what I'm talking about? Who else is doing Christmas cards? Oh, Quentin says negative. He does calendars. So so the kids are like the summer months and dad is the winter months? Is that how that works? The kids are playing in the backyard with the water toys and dad, welcome to November. Here's dad with a bloody moose or deer or something else I've killed. And I'm holding a firearm. Happy month of November as we get ready for Christmas. Calendars are cool because then you got 12 opportunities to put pictures in there, but they're a lot more money. Alicia says, I send between 20 and 30 cards out by mail every Christmas, says Alicia. We started out when the kids were just small and we had lots of relatives and people pass away and they move or, we had a three strikes rule with us. It'd be like, okay, we're sending cards out, but if we do not get a card in return, you get 3 strikes, okay? Well, we didn't get one from them this year. Second year we didn't get. Third, but no, that's it. We're cutting you off. What are we doing? We're sending you cards. You can't even just go down to the dollar store and get a card. So slowly that number was like 100 people, then 75, and then 60. I think last year we were down around 40, and the last 2 or 3 years we've been saying, how much longer do you think we're going to want to do this? And the whole Canada Post strike has just been like, well, maybe this should be the time to say goodbye. Not good timing for Canada Post. The employees, and I love them. I have family members, friends that work for Canada Post. It's just, we are in some times where, the bargaining power on one side is a little lopsided. You know what I mean? Technology has taken over. Doctors, nurses, we're always going to need them. We're always going to need them. Media people? No, we're not going to need media people. Postal folks? Well, I guess time will tell. But technology is coming after everybody, with the exception of folks who are still using their hands to, twist a wrench or get under the hood of a car or do open heart surgery or things like that. Anyway, Keeping the Pink likes the calendar idea. Well, you could do that, Keeping the Pink. I could just picture it now. Keeping the Pink. Here's January. Oh, it's Valentine's Day. Keeping the Pink. A little bit red for February, the month of love. You should get on that. Bradley's here on Facebook. Good morning, Tyler and friends. Good morning, Bradley and friends. Good morning, good morning. Blessed Mama here too. Deep fake a Tyler Glen Show calendar. Yeah, that I don't even know if we'd need to do that to make it embarrassing. Mavis is off duty call. She's off driving people around. Be safe on those roads, Mavis. Be safe. Oh, Tosh has a GT. Okay. I was busy making the kids' lunches. Okay, we received the first round of gifts in the mail yesterday. What? Okay, wait a second. You mean, do explain, because there's no mail coming through, correct? Should I be going down to my postal box to see if I've got checks? Is the strike over? I don't think so. Did I miss something? Did I miss the breaking news? Did they come to an agreement? Why is Tosh getting gifts in the mail? Tosh, why are you getting gifts in the mail? Was it Purelated? Or no, I guess Purelator isn't doing that either. It must have been special delivery, special courier, maybe? Mail is a synonym for another delivery service, potentially. Christmas cards. Tanya says, usually I send cards and pictures every year to around 30 people. But, I'm scrapping it this year. So Tanya has pulled the plug. The backlog already created at Canada Post will be difficult to even catch up on in the first place. I have packages already in limbo, waiting, not even sure that they're going to arrive by Christmas. It sucks, as I love getting them in the mail myself. I think Tanya and I are basically on the same page. I was talking to somebody day before yesterday about the backlog, and even if the strike ended today, those poor employees, it'd be overtime, and there's, something like 8 million packages backed up, pieces of mail that are just like backed up. Tyler, no checks. Maybe you should check for your bills. No. If I got no checks and I got no bills, then I'm just living life. I need the checks to pay the bills. And without the bills, I really don't need the checks because I don't really owe anything. I'm just squatting. Sharon said, I heard the government's going to force Canada Post to go back to work. I haven't heard that. Kim says, I already ordered mine, but I ordered them early to make sure that I'd be ready to get them out on time, but not quite sure that's going to happen now. And Kim says, yeah, that's like me. Nancy is done. She will not do Christmas cards this year. Stacy says, I still like to send cards. Zumba Bernice says, we stopped a few years ago. Only barely a handful get sent. Everyone now gets social greetings with pics. It's just not the same. I've been digging my heels in. I've been holding out. I'm old-fashioned. On my house is not the greatest display of Christmas lights you would ever see, but if you go by my house, I use filament lights. I pay the extra hydro bill with pleasure. I want the old-fashioned bulbs that actually glow, not these little Christmas bulbs that flicker in your eyes and they're like, oh, it's environmentally friendly. They're not as good. They're not as good as the old-fashioned filament bulbs. And on our Christmas tree, oh, yeah, same thing, man. There's no energy-efficient bulbs on our Christmas tree. It is all real light. None of this artificial stuff. No way. Real Christmas cards you can hang on to. Real lights that burn into your retinas and actually heat your living room as you light your Christmas tree. And real hard candy that pops the occasional filling. You know, the joys of Christmas. The joys. Fa-la-la-la-la. That's right. Zuma Bernice just hit the nail on the head. My bulbs actually melt the snow, and it's beautiful. It adds an extra decorative touch. It's like you're looking at the bulbs, and it's like, man, Tyler's he's spent a lot of work. He put like some icicles under his Christmas lights. No, that's the snow melting off real bulbs the way God intended. Artificial bulbs, come on. And real Christmas cards, not digital Christmas cards, something I can hang on to, something that I can put in the china cabinet to sit there for 6 years and say, who are these people? I can't remember. Tosh sends the Christmas cards out to the East Coast. Cindy says, we still use those old bulbs on the Christmas tree at our church. But don't break any. They're hard to replace. Don't I know? Oh, my God. I had to replace some this year, and it's a terrible story. But now these bulbs is getting the whole industry does not want me using these. In Canada, when I buy these bulbs, they're $1.50 a bulb. For like the little bulbs, $1.50, $1.48 or something, plus your GST, PST, unless I buy it after December the 14th. $1.50 for a Christmas bulb? Are you kidding me right now? But if I go to Trump Land, I can buy a 4-pack of those old-fashioned Christmas bulbs where people down there are still putting them on their trailers. I can get a 4-pack for 88 cents. But no, we're environmentally friendly. I refuse. Alex said, I'd like to send out Christmas cards with a group picture of my dogs, but the postal strike won't let me. Well, yeah, we'll see where that goes. Amy says, I watercolor paint all my cards for a personal holiday touch. That's taking it to the next level. I was always in charge of the design of the Christmas cards. I got to pick, some of our favorite pictures from the past year, probably about half a dozen. Then I ran it by the boss before I sent it away, because there's nothing worse than picking a half a dozen pictures for the holiday Christmas card. And I'm just not somebody that has got the most amazing attention to detail. And all of a sudden, a couple of my family members they got their eyes closed and tongue hanging out. And the dog was actually taking a crap in the back. He wasn't photobombing, but he's in the back of the one picture and he's pooping. You're not going to put that on there, are you? The dog is pooping in the back. What? Yeah, look. You can see him in the back. He's pooping. You put the picture with can you crop that out? I sent it to Vistaprint. This year we're busy. That's how it goes. People won't look at that. They want to see the kids. They want to see how big the kids are. They don't care that there's a picture of the dog crapping in the back. Tosh loves Christmas cards too. The traditions of Christmas. What other traditions? So if we're saying goodbye to our Christmas lights, the good ones, the hot ones, the ones the fire department doesn't like. If we're saying goodbye to those, and we're saying goodbye to the hard candy that our dentists don't like because they chip teeth, they break fillings, but they're so nostalgic and wonderful. The ribbon candy I'm talking about, the real hard stuff that Grandma had, and you'd pick it up out of the bowl, and the whole thing would come with it. You got one big candy. Mom would smack your hand, shake that off, and then you'd grab your candy. They're delicious. Tosh says, I have an area where I put all of our Christmas cards that we receive, and now that wall has no Christmas cards. Oh, it's the clothesline, right? The Christmas clothesline. Let's take 2 tacks and some thread, and then you put them on there, right? And they go across the wall. It's empty. It's empty. My Christmas card wall is empty. My refrigerator is empty. My bank account is empty. My head is empty. Everything is empty except my diaper. MJ says, we use these in our campsite when we camp at Austin. It's like Broadway lights. But that's what I'm talking about. They shine brighter. Oh, people will come down my street and they'll go, oh, beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, whose house is that? There's fewer lights, but more glow. Because it's old-fashioned. I didn't give in to the government propaganda and all the environmentalists. No. I have a Clark Griswold hydro monitor thingy-dingy that just doubles as a fan. The Great Demon Possession Outbreak of 87. Oh, the pictures when we had red eye. Whatever happened to red eye in pictures, hey? I guess the cameras got better. But we still had red eye on those early phones because remember you could do the red eye fix. That was cool about those phones is you could sneak the red eye right out of there. Marilyn says, I do a few cards for friends and family that live far away, but it is getting less and less. So anyway, we're going to move on from cards, and the general consensus is people are sending far less every year, and for some, this will be the last year, or last year could have been the last year of sending Christmas cards. Nudged on a little bit. It's kind of like the work from home. More employees should work from home. Boss says, no way. Oh, come on. Let's have people work from home. No way in hell. Productivity is going to go in the toilet. You can't work from home. Enter a pandemic. Boss, the only way we're going to make money is if we work from home. Working from home is fine. Go ahead and work from home. Sometimes, what's that saying? That necessity is the mother of all invention. Sometimes you got to be. Sometimes if you're not just going to walk through that door of change, sometimes you just got to be pushed. Maybe that's what's happening with my Christmas cards. So we'll get to some of your Christmas traditions in just a second. One of them, of course, is Christmas baking. From Nanaimo bars to sugar cookies to whipped shortbread. Have you ever had whipped shortbread? If you haven't, you're going to have your mind blown this Christmas. With our friends at Kuiper's Family Bakery, they do some amazing Christmas trays of baking at Kuiper's Family Bakery, your family bakery, all the Christmas treats you know and love in one store. Sure, you're going to make a few batches of cookies. Sure, there's a couple things you'd like to try yourself in the kitchen. But these are professional bakers. They're getting it done right, and they have got recipes that have spanned the generations. And it's Super Bowl time for Kuiper's Family Bakery in the coming weeks. So keep them in mind for all your Christmas baking needs at 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, beside Tasties. At the Elkhorn Resort Clarkson Nordic Spa, why not give the gift of the Elkhorn Resort? Getting a gift card to the Elkhorn Resort gives your loved one the run of the property. You could use that gift card at the Clarkson Spa. You could use it to stay in the deluxe rooms, maybe towards a chalet. Maybe you'd like to use it towards some food at the Buffalo Bar, or maybe a night out at the Buffalo Bar. It is a beautiful complex, the Elkhorn Resort at Riding Mountain National Park. Check it out for yourself. You can use it towards the packages too. Give the gift to the Elkhorn this holiday season. elkhornresort.mb.ca. You can purchase them online, get a digital version, no mail required. It's quick, it's easy, and it's awesome with Elkhorn Resort. And our friends at Auto Fashion, sponsors of the Tyler Glen Show and sponsors of the Brandon Wheat Kings. Coming up, we're going to give you another chance to win some passes to see your Brandon Wheat Kings in action in the month of December. Another Flex Pass for 2 to be won, and that's going to be coming up sometime next week. Your opportunity to go to the Wheat Kings game for free. A Merry Christmas to you from our friends at Auto Fashion, where they have fine auto finishing. They'll preserve your vehicle if you've made yourself a sizable investment. They'll clean the inside of your car, not detailing, fine auto finishing, and of course they're MPI and SGI accredited for paintless dent repair for things like hail. Auto Fashion, 255 17th Street North behind Lee's Buffet next to the car wash. So holiday traditions. Well, caroling. Caroling is one of those traditions that's pretty much gone by the wayside. Now, we do have some Ukrainians in our area, and at Ukrainian Christmas, they'll, they'll go door to door, and you'll say, we've got some folks who have showed up, and they're singing songs I don't know in a language I can't understand. Oh, well, let's just all listen and drink alcohol. And come in, have a piece of kielbasa, maybe a piece of pierogi, and let's have some whiskey. Caroling's gone, but I mean English caroling, like fa la 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 la, not Ukrainian Christmas, because we know that caroling still on occasion happens. But caroling is another one of those traditions. It's gone. It's gone. Nobody carols anymore. Nobody goes door to door singing the soundtrack from Polar Express like we used to. Nobody sings the soundtrack to Will Ferrell's Elf like Mariah Carey intended. Nobody is doing that anymore. And it's really sad. We're losing those traditions. Those indie bulbs are so much brighter, says keeping the... See? They're so much brighter. Now there'll be a run on them. Now I'm going to make them single-handedly popular again. You plug them in, you go, okay, your kids. This is the fun part, is you plug them in, and then your kids go, whoa, what are those? Whoa, there's heat on those. Whoa, it's like discovering this new thing. It's like discovering fire. It is called a bright light, and it produces heat. Yes, it's a bulb. It is how bulbs used to be before we all wimped out and got these bulbs that don't emit as much light as the original. Well, everyone wants to chocolate. Let's go Sunseeker caroling. Can you imagine? We would get so many doors slammed in our face. We don't want any. Quit selling us Bibles. We're not here to sell Bibles, ma'am. Slam. We're here to sing the soundtrack from the Hallmark Christmas movie, The Biggest Candy Cane. Okay? We would like to take you back to scene 4. This is in the first 30 minutes of the movie, where Cheryl realizes that she misses her hometown, that the new widower could be her true love. I hate my job, I hate my life, but I will make a good wife. Will you marry me, guy whose wife just died? Ho, 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 it's a great time at Christmas time to be alive. Ho, 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 ho. See, great songs like that everybody knows. Everybody knows the Hallmark Christmas soundtracks. It's a tradition that we've lost. Nothing like those Hallmark Christmas movies and their music to go along with it. I love the song Smoochy, Smoochy, Smooch. Ho, ho, ho. I want some spiked hot chocolate. Oh, your wish is my command. Digital spiked hot chocolate just for you. Oh, yes. If there's something to keep us warm, it is the antifreeze. Oh, yes. Not real antifreeze. That would be bad. That'll send you to the hospital. But we have to say goodbye. Sorry, our hour has just kind of melted away. It seems the only thing that's melting these days because it is cold. Guys, bundle up. Long underwear, check. Extension cord, check. Block heater, check. Space heater. Crank up the heat. Enjoy your Tuesday. Do get to some sun. It's one of my favorite things to do this time of year is to get up close to the window, my nose pressed against when the sun comes out, and just feel that sun come in, even though there's no heat outside. Stay warm, TikTokers. Dave, Maddie, Jake, we're moving over to Twitch, okay? Twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. That is where we're headed. Thank you for being here for the first hour of the show. Hour 2 for VIPs on Twitch and at TylerGlenShow.com starts right now. Thanks, TikTokers. We're moving over. And thank you for being here. Stay warm, you guys. Stay warm. And thank you to X and YouTube and Facebook friends. We're moving the party over to Twitch now, okay? And again, you can watch the show through TylerGlenShow.com, or better yet, if you want to sign up for a Twitch account, we'd love to have you continue and chat with the rest of our VIP Sunseekers, okay? Thanks, YouTube. And thank you, Facebook.